Well, like they say, better late than never. I'm sorry that I'm about an hour late from this Strong Style New Japan Pro Wrestling Evolved review. The reason why I was late was because I got some cool news about some friends and I was calling and talking to people. So sorry, I was just busy doing human things and everything like that. So I do apologize for people that were waiting for the review. But the wait is now over. Now you can hear my thoughts on New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Style Evolved live from the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California. What are my thoughts about New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Style Evolved? Now, if you guys don't know, yes, I was planning on attending the Strong Style Evolved event. I was like, hey, New Japan's coming out here to California again. I wanted to go to the G1 last year, but I just really didn't have the funds. Let me go into the Strong Style Evolved. Well, I did buy my ticket to Strong Style Evolved. I was planning on going to Strong Style Evolved, but then afterwards, it just got tight with the money situation, honestly. And when I was looking at the card, it was kind of like when I was like sitting there and I saw like the final card that was being advertised. It was like, okay, it was Jay White and Hangman Page for the US title, the Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks, and Rey Mysterio, who I didn't even know was going to be there, taking on Jushin Thunder Liger. And I sat there and I said to myself, no. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to this event. Like, I like New Japan Pro Wrestling. I want to go and support New Japan, but I just said, no, I'm not going to this event. So I sold my ticket. I sold it for cheaper face value. Like, I made a good deal with the guy. You know, I sold it to him for much cheaper than what I bought it for. I said, hey, look, I know you may think that this is expensive, but for what I paid for it, man, and what you're going to see online, this is a deal. So I'm selling you this ticket, man. And so here you go. So yeah, there you go. I sold my ticket. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should have went to the show. Maybe I would feel a little bit different about it. But the thing was, I was sick this weekend. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I didn't go and everything like that. But now it's time for me to talk about Strong Style Evolved overall. And I did put a little disclaimer in the description box. And the reason why I put a disclaimer like this in the description box is mainly for people who don't understand this. The whole point about this show, about me being a YouTube wrestling community provider or content creator, or whatever you want to call me, is that when I put review in the title, it means I'm reviewing the show. And when I review the show, I don't review the show from, I'm a smart mark, so this is how I liked it. No, even though I may like some certain aspects, I review the show based on how am I showing this to a casual fan? How am I showing this to someone that barely watches the show? That's what this review is for. And don't come on this channel and think that I'm always so negative about New Japan Pro Wrestling, because I graded Wrestle Kingdom as a really good show this year, okay? I have reviewed New Japan shows as really good. And yes, I don't review every single New Japan show out there, but when it comes down to it, one, I really don't have time to always review every New Japan show. Anyone who follows my channel knows I do this as a hobby. And also as well, when it comes down to it, I don't review every WWE show out there or every TNA show out there. I try my best to get as much as possible on this channel. Don't get me wrong. If I have a chance, yes, I will review New Japan Pro Wrestling Genesis next week. I will have it. If I do get a chance to sit down and watch that show in full, yeah, I will. But if I will, you know, because this is my spring break, so I would like to do more than just watch pro wrestling and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, just because I don't review every show on this channel doesn't make me less of a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always hate when I get that. When people just looked at my channel, they just see, oh, well, you mostly do WWE stuff. Yeah, I don't review every SmackDown. I don't review every Raw. And sometimes I miss a pay-per-view or two. You know, sometimes there's just certain shows I don't have to review it. You know, it's just that's how I feel. But when it comes to a show like this, Strong Style Evolved, I want to review this show. Like, at first I was like, man, I ain't gonna review this shit. This show's not worth my time. But man, I was like, I have to review this show now. Strong Style Evolved, I'm sorry, this show was bad. Now, I'm not gonna say, oh, this show was the worst show I've ever seen. No, I've seen worse. I've seen worse shows. This show was bad, though. I'm not gonna say this show was good. This show was just bad. It was just doo-doo. Like, there was nothing really like, there was like only 2 redeeming things about the show. But when there's a match card and has like 11 matches on there, and there's only 2 things redeeming about them, and that these matches also were very similar to each other, it's hard for me to sit there and say that this show was good. And here's the thing that I don't understand. Why is it that New Japan fans, they always tell me that this show was not a big deal? How come when you criticize a New Japan show, or if you're watching a show from New Japan, a lot of them always say to themselves, oh, come on, man, this is not even one of their bigger shows. This is one of their smaller shows. You should just sit down and relax and enjoy this show. Like, what do you mean sit down and relax and enjoy the show? What do you mean? Well, like, seriously, you tell me that New Japan cannot put on mediocre shows, yet they put on a mediocre show here tonight, and you're telling me now to sit down and relax. Like, if I question the effort value of New Japan tonight, you tell me to sit down and relax. You tell me that, oh, I shouldn't bash it, or oh, I shouldn't think that it's bad. No, it was a bad show. I don't care how much of a New Japan defender you are. I don't care how much of a big New Japan fan you are. This was a bad show. Here's the thing. You're coming on to the States, right? You're coming to the States. You barely come here anyways. Yes, you're coming back in July with the Cow Palace show. Awesome. But when it comes down to it, you barely come here to the States. And instead of changing up your match card and your presentation to make it more American friendly, you're still doing the same old New Japan booking, where it's a bunch of faction war tag team crap. Here's the thing, New Japan. I understand that this is your style of booking. I understand that this is how you present your product to your fans. But if you really want to reach out there and gain new fans to watch your product, you cannot be trying to fit the puzzle piece in the wrong square. That's what they're trying to do. They're taking a puzzle piece that doesn't fit and trying to make it fit. That's what New Japan is trying to do. They're trying to say, here's our brand of sports and entertainment. Here's our brand of pro wrestling. Try to accept it, Americans. No, a lot of American wrestling fans have been conditioned by the WWE and even by TNA to some degree of what a professional wrestling show looks like in America. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have all this show and there's a bunch of tag team matches, a lot of fans are going to sit there and be like, why are there so many tag team matches? And especially when a lot of the tag team matches did not have any consequences in them whatsoever. They are just quote unquote showcase matches. Like that's literally what I heard from so many New Japan fans, like, oh, well, they're showcase matches, Chase. What were they showcasing? Because Tetsuya Naito didn't look like he wanted to showcase shit. He was TNA stinging this show, wearing his t-shirt and not even giving a fuck. And I don't blame Naito. I wouldn't give a fuck either if I was put in the position of the card that he was. Like, seriously. So yeah, when it comes down to it, man, New Japan needs to understand when they're coming to the States, you got to change your style up a little bit. You got to make it where it's not so many damn tag matches, especially because, like I said, I get you're trying to fit all these stories into one little nice package. But if WWE were to do something like this, or even TNA for that matter, or Ring of Honor, we would bash it and we would call it lazy. And I'm sorry, New Japan, the way you presented some of the matches tonight were lazy. This show was 4 hours, and it was 4 hours way too long. Like, honestly, you could have made a better show in 2 hours, and you could have cut some matches and just saved them for, like, extra access crap that we could have watched later down the road. Another thing about this show, too, was that I felt the production of this show was pretty damn bad. Like, honestly, Kevin Kelly and Don Callis should have been on this show. Josh Barnett and freaking JR were trash. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not afraid to say it. Jim Ross sucked. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, how dare you disrespect good old JR. No, good old JR sounded like he was drunk the whole night. My mom was listening to the Okada match in the background. JR said like 5 different names, said like 8 different things at once. My mom's like, what the fuck is going on during this match? Because I can't tell, because JR sounds like he's drunk. Like he does not even know what's going on. Like Jim Ross was just terrible tonight. Like there was literally a point where Sabre Jr. goes up and like stares down Okada and he goes, Will Ospreay is not afraid to take on Okada. Motherfucker, dude. We know that's not Will Ospreay. And then he's sitting over there when Okada's getting the sleeper hold. He's like, Okada got the sleeper hold on Suzuki. Suzuki on the on the sleeper hold of the Zack Sabre Jr. It's like, what the fuck are you saying, good old JR? Put the whiskey down. Put the barbecue sauce down and call the match. Josh Barnett, get the fuck out the ring. Really? Really? Like, you're going to have Josh Barnett say the F word on TV. And the opening match telling them to get the fuck out of the ring. And then the production values. It was just so bad. JR and Josh Barnett, anytime they were trying... So, I will give the Access TV credit here. I will give Access TV credit. Access TV, they did not have any commercial breaks during the matches. That's awesome. That was cool. I'll give them credit for that. But what I didn't like was, since there was no commercial breaks during the matches, there will be commercial breaks after every match. So which means JR and Josh Barnett had to promote the next match, like, and there will be times JR will be like, and coming up next, we'll have the United States title, and he'll get cut off as we go to commercial. Like, what? Could you imagine if WWE were to do that? If Michael Cole would get cut off, we would be slandering WWE. We'd be saying like, wow, look at you, WWE. You're not even letting Michael Cole finish a sentence. Like, JR and Josh Barnett literally could not tell you what the next match was at the commercial because they would get cut off or they were rushing it. And then another thing too was like New Japan. It was like when they went to their fans, man, dude, they were trying to make their fans look bad. There was a point, like I'm being dead serious, man. So there was a point where there's this guy wearing an LIJ t-shirt, right? LIJ's music's hitting. This dude's wearing an LIJ t-shirt, and this dude goes on the phone and he's texting on his phone, not even caring that LIJ is coming out. You're making your fans look bad. Like, seriously, this dude paid probably great money to sit front row. He's wearing an LIJ t-shirt. Whether he's just a Naito fan or not, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not going to clown on that dude. No, Kevin Kelly or Don Callis was not commentating the event, Will Ferrell. Number one, it was JR and Josh Barnett. Jim Ross and Josh Barnett were calling the event. And honestly, it was the wrong decision. But when it comes down to it, you know, like, how are you going to have it where you make your fans look so bad? And then you have it where your fans are like seriously, the music would just play super low too. Even if I was someone that was in the crowd, I don't think I could hear the music whatsoever, man. Honestly. But yeah, when it comes down to it, man, those were some major production gripes about the show. It was just bad, man. And I know New Japan can do better. That's why I'm like harsh on it, man. That's what some people don't understand. Like, oh, production value shouldn't matter. Dude, you're trying to get casual wrestling fans to watch this product. You're making this product look like amateurish, okay? You can't be sitting here and saying like, oh, production values don't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. Dude, when you have like a legend like Jim Ross on commentary, and you're making this dude seem incompetent, it's bad. But here's the thing too. I also am tired of New Japan fans trying to tell me that no, Chase, this show wasn't a big show. Like, I'm tired of hearing people try to tell me Strong Style Evolved was not a big show by New Japan, and I gotta sit down and be quiet. Don't you tell me that. They promoted this show huge. This is one of their big shows in California. This is one of their shows that they put free on Access TV, part of the Access TV deal that they have. Okay, you cannot sit here and tell me that they did not care about this show. The ticket prices for the show, let me tell you, my ticket was in the mid-level area that I bought my ticket for. I bought that shit for $230. $230 I bought my ticket for. I sold it back to a guy for $150. I was nice. You know, I could have been a dick and I could have made him pay $200 like I did, but I was nice. I said, hey, look, dude, I don't know how this car's going to be. I ain't going to be like that. I'll give you $150. You do not sit here and tell me. Do not sit here and tell me as a fan, oh, Chase, Strong Style Evolved was not a big show for New Japan. This wasn't a show New Japan was focused. No, don't fucking sit here and tell me that bullshit. You don't put a match like the Golden Lovers and the Young Bucks heavyweight tag team debut on a show that doesn't fucking matter. This show mattered to New Japan. Hell, every show should matter for New Japan. And the fact that New Japan fans are sitting there and telling me, the fact that New Japan fans are sitting here and telling me that this show did not matter and that's the reason why I shouldn't be so hard on this show, that's ridiculous. Because that's like every Raw and SmackDown. Every Raw and SmackDown doesn't matter. Every Raw and SmackDown don't fucking matter to this show. I don't see any Raw and SmackDown mattering to this show. So does that mean I should just sit there and enjoy every WWE show? No! Not every WWE pay-per-view matters. That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard from New Japan fans. Oh, this show doesn't matter. This show's not one of their bigger shows. Yet, every show they put on is great. Every show that they can do no wrong. No. What is it, New Japan fans? Can they do no wrong? Or is it that this show does not matter? Don't ever tell me a show doesn't matter. Every show that a wrestling show should put on should matter. Yeah, Ross, I'm not kidding when I said it was $250. I'm not kidding when I say that shit, man. It was expensive as fuck, dude, to go to the show. So I don't want to hear people say, oh, this show don't matter, man. $250. I was planning on going and shit. Get drunk and everything. Alright. Enough ranting about some stuff. You guys want me to talk about the matches? Let's get started talking about some matches on the show. First off, we kicked off the show with Roppongi 3K taking on SoCal Uncensored. And what was a pretty fun 6-man tag match. Nothing too special here. Kazarian made a funny little botch during the match. That's pretty much all I can really say about it. This match went on for like 20 minutes with Roppongi 3K getting the win. Okay, SoCal Uncensored is more of an ROH team. They're not really a New Japan team. So yeah, there you have it. Moving on forward. Taguchi Japan taking on Chaos. Not the big time of Chaos. Hiroki Goto and Gato. So you knew Juice Robinson and David Finlay were going to win here, and they ended up winning. Killer Elite Squad defeated Chaos, Toru Yano, and Chucky T. This was a fun comedy match. It was good to see Killer Elite Squad, besides them being really good big man heavyweight tag team wrestlers. They can actually have some fun with Toru Yano. Toru Yano was a very pleasant surprise on this card. Chucky T is always over with the California crowd, PWG stuff. But yeah, it was a fun match. I actually had fun watching this match. Doesn't mean it was a good match. Like, everyone's like, oh, if you think it was fun, it was good, right? No, it was just a fun match. And then we got some Bullet Club dissension, as we had Bullet Club Wolfpack, Bullet Club Team Cody, I don't know what you want to call it. Bullet Club with Cody and Marty Scurll taking on the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Lao. Tonga Lao, for many of you guys who don't know, aka Camacho, Hunico's bike rider to the ring and everything like that. Cody was getting a lot of good heel heat in this match. He cut a decent heel promo beforehand, pretty much just saying Bullet Club is fine, trying to defuse the dissension of the Bullet Club. He was pretty much mocking Kenny Omega the whole match to build up to the big match between him and Kenny Omega at the ROH show this April, or in a couple weeks, actually. That's crazy to say it's a couple weeks. It feels like that match is like months away, but it's actually just a couple weeks. But yeah, honestly, this match was just an okay tag team match between these two teams. And Cody ends up getting the win after hitting the crossroads on Tonga Lao. I just want to say, for anyone in the stream chat, can someone explain to me the appeal of Marty Scurll? Like seriously, can someone explain to me the appeal of this guy? Like, I just don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't understand the love affair that Marty Scurll has. Like, he's a solid talent. Like, I think he's alright. But I've watched some ROH stuff, and I've watched some New Japan stuff for this guy. And I just don't understand why people want him as world champion so bad. Like, you guys rather have Marty Scurll as world champion than Jay Lethal or something? Like, I don't know. That, for me personally, I just don't see the appeal of Marty Scurll. That's just me. Maybe I'll get hate for that, for saying something like that. But my personal opinion, I just don't see the appeal of the guy. He's just alright when you ask me. Oh, I'm an idiot if I don't get it. I'm sorry, Bobo. I'm sorry if I'm an idiot for not understanding why people like Marty Scurll. I just don't get it. I guess I'm an idiot then. That's a great reason, man. Thank you, Bobo Curlin. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That's a really good reason, man. I guess I'm just an idiot. LIJ took on Taguchi Japan, which is Hiroshi Tanahashi, Go Ace, Kushida, Ryusuke Taguchi, and CMLL's Dragon Lee. And LIJ, we should all know, it's Tetsuya Naito, the Great Sonata, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi. You could tell that LIJ and Naito, honestly, just did not care. Like, Naito, he did not give a fuck. And I felt, man, dude, when you heard Naito come out, man, when Naito came out, man, and he got their reaction, like, LIJ was all coming out. They were getting their little pops. But then Naito's theme hit, like the Destino theme, like his theme. Oh, my God, dude. Naito got the pop of the fucking night, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say that. Naito was the most over dude in that crowd. And everyone, like, they cut to the people doing the little Naito, like doing that little goofy thing that Naito does and everything and stuff like that. Naito was so over. And it's so funny, man. Can you just imagine, dude? Can you just imagine if you were watching Wrestle Kingdom and you saw Naito main eventing that show and then you turn to this show and Naito is taking butt bumps for this Taguchi guy, man. Yeah, man. Like, honestly, man, I felt bad for Naito. But Naito, he took this match like a boss. He didn't care. And I appreciate that Naito did not care about this match. Because, you know, it's not like Naito was one of the featured guys on the Strong Style of All poster, was he? Oh, wait. He was. You had Naito and Tanahashi featured on this poster. And I know Tanahashi's still working hurt. Like, come on. Ace, Tanahashi. Dude, I get it, man. You're one of the best. You're a Hall of Famer. I love you, Tanahashi. But, man, you got to learn when to, you know, actually take a break. New Japan's in good hands. You can do the free agent Cena stuff. You can take a break. You did your job. You put over Shadow Badash's Zack Sabre Jr. Okay? You put over him. Take a break, Tanahashi. And the fact that Naito was in the middle of this card, and he was in an 8-man tag match like this, and you heard the reaction that he got, is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, now I'm not gonna go, because you guys know me, I'm a big time Okada mark. All right, so I'm not gonna say he should have beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, but I am gonna say you should present him better in New Japan, because this guy, with the reaction that he got, if I was someone that was casually just watching this, I'd be saying to myself, why isn't he in the big match tonight? Why isn't he facing Jay White for the U.S. title? Like, why is this guy in the middle of the card doing nothing? That's what I would say, at least. Will Ospreay and Jushin Thunder Liger. We kicked off the show with an awkward Rey Mysterio promo. Like, Rey Mysterio just came out of nowhere, and like it took the fans for a second to realize that Rey Mysterio was coming out, and then Rey Mysterio finally came out. And so Mysterio is out there, and then later on we have freaking like Rey Mysterio come out of nowhere. Then Rey Mysterio has the Ronda Rousey microphone here, where he can't speak into the microphone loud enough. And so the microphone was really low, and Ray was like, "Hey guys, welcome to..." It's like, what is this dude saying? And then all of a sudden Ray's like, "I really wish I could have been here, but it's not like that. This match won't happen ever again." And it's like, wait, so what? Like really? Like, Ray's like promoting it. Like, Ray, come on, man. I thought you were coming back to WWE. Like, you're gonna stay on Independence for a little bit? That's fine. That's fine. If you want to do that, Ray, you can do that. Do whatever makes you the most money. But yeah, so Rey Mysterio said, "I'm looking forward to this match." Like that doesn't help me get excited for this match. Now, Will Ospreay came out and took on Jushin Thunder Liger in Rey Mysterio's replacement. And I will say this about Will Ospreay. This dude has improved. Like, he's definitely one of the more improved wrestlers that I've seen. Before, Will Ospreay used to be like the definition of a spot monkey. Like, this dude used to be like, he relied on doing a bunch of flips and shit to get over. But now this dude can actually tell a coherent story and stuff like that. And the guy's pretty solid, man. Like, I definitely think Will Ospreay is a pretty solid talent. Like, you know, everyone says he's great and phenomenal and everything like that. To each their own, but I definitely see the talent in Will Ospreay. Like, when people say, like when I ask what I don't see in Marty Scurll, you know, Will Ospreay, I understand why people like him. I can understand why some people think he's so awesome. Doesn't mean I agree with them, but I can see it. I can understand it. Dude's really good, and he's improved a lot. This match with Jushin Thunder Liger, for being a standout, like, attraction match, it didn't deliver on that front. Honestly, it felt a little bit rushed. Like, I like Liger. I think we all have respect for Jushin Thunder Liger and what the dude has done throughout his career. But it's more of like on the sense where it's like, man, I feel like a Rey Mysterio and Jushin Thunder Liger match, even though that match probably wouldn't have been as intense as this match, it would have been pretty good. But when it comes down to this match, it was just kind of like, it didn't feel like the big time attraction match with Jushin Thunder Liger. It just kind of felt like we're just going through the motions type of match here. So yeah, when it comes down to it, Will Ospreay, he ended up winning. He's the light heavyweight champion, so of course he has to win here. I think Ray was going to beat Jushin Thunder Liger anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, Will Ospreay won. Moving on forward to Suzuki-gun taking on Chaos. And that's another thing too. So many fans that don't know about New Japan, they'd be so confused if I'm like, oh yeah, Chaos is fighting again. Like, they're going to be like, what the fuck? Chaos had like 5 matches on this card. Chaos is a faction for anyone who doesn't know. So for anyone that's new, Chaos is a faction. But this is like a tag team match. You know how I named all these other tag team matches on the card? Where it's like, okay, you don't need that many tag team matches. This is a tag team match that makes sense. You have Suzuki-gun taking on Chaos. Okada the champion. Because let's be real here, you don't want Okada to, you know, be in a danger before his world title match with Zack Sabre Jr. So you have Okada team up with his #1 gatekeeper and Tomohiro Ishii, because that's what Ishii is. Ishii's like the #1 gatekeeper to Okada. You want to get to Okada, you got to be Ishii. So you have Tomohiro Ishii being the #1 gatekeeper to Okada, taking on Suzuki, the Intercontinental Champion, and taking on probably one of the hottest acts in New Japan right now in Zack Sabre Jr., a guy who is the protege to Suzuki. So that way it makes sense. You know, this match made sense. And honestly, this match was awesome. Like, I enjoyed this match thoroughly. Like, Ishii and Suzuki, just sign me up to watch these two dudes beat the fuck out of each other. Like, I love Ishii and I love Suzuki, man. Like, Suzuki is just so fucking good. And same with Tomohiro Ishii, dude. Like, these two can just beat the fuck out of each other for days, and I love it, dude. Like, I love it, Mogul! I enjoy watching these two beat each other up. I like the little touching that Okada and Sabre Jr. did in this match. Not too much of it, but they did a nice little exchanges here or there. Show that Sabre Jr. does have some ways to counter Okada's moves and can take Okada to his limits. Did a good job building up Zack Sabre Jr. and did a good job showing that Suzuki is a beast of an Intercontinental Champion. It didn't make Okada look too weak here. And, you know, Ishii played his role as being the #1 badass gatekeeper in Chaos. Awesome match. Definitely a match to suggest for you guys to watch and check out. Now it's time to talk about a match that you should avoid and should not absolutely watch whatsoever, because this match sucked. And we're talking about the United States title match between Adam Hangman Page and everyone's favorite wrestler, Switchblade Jay White. You know what's funny? I hear New Japan fans bash other wrestling fans for liking mediocre crap. For literally saying, oh, how dare you like this wrestler in said company. But when it comes to Jay White, they try to convince me this dude is good. Let me tell you something about Jay White. You look up mediocre in the dictionary, that motherfucker's picture ain't even there. Because he's not even worth to being mediocre. You look at dog shit in the dictionary, Jay White's not even in the dictionary for dog shit. Because Jay White absolutely sucks. Jay White's not even Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong, Ross, at least he can wrestle. Jay White can't wrestle worth a damn. This dude is tits. Seriously, man. I get it, New Japan. You gotta build up your gaijin. We have to have our white invaders. Oh! No one gives a fuck about Jay White. I think this is the one thing that a lot of diehard New Japan fans, that they come to this review, and before they thumbs down it because they didn't like my opinion on it, they'll say to him, I did not like this review, but I do agree with him that Jay White absolutely fucking sucks. This dude is trash. He is so boring. Literally, man, he looks like that weird emo kid in school. That looks like, seriously, he looks like that one emo kid in school that, like, you look at, and then, like, he just goes up to the middle of the class, and he just looks at everyone for no reason, and he sits back down. Like, he just randomly got up in class, was like, why'd you do that? Seriously, I think Jay White is just absolute trash. This match just proved it, too. First of all, Adam Hangman Page, stop doing Young Bucks crap, man. You're 6'4". You don't need to do a bunch of flips and shit and stuff like that. You're a solid talent, okay? I really do feel Adam Page will see his potential once he gets to a company that will slow him down and won't make him do a bunch of flips and shit. Because it's kind of cool that he's a big guy that could do it. But man, dude, Jay White, dude, this dude's so desperate to get fans to care about his match, man. You know he's bad. When no one gave a fuck about his match, he had to do a back suplex on the apron for people to care. And not only did he do a back suplex on the apron, the dude totally missed the apron and almost broke Hangman Page's neck, throwing him onto the outside. Like, oh my God. Like a New Japan, like seriously. What do you see in Jay White? Like, what are you sitting there and you look at and you see Jay White? Because like I said, you can look at mediocre in the dictionary. He's not even there. This dude just sucks. He's irrelevant. And the fact that he's your second U.S. champion is just terrible. Anything's better than Jay White, guys. Look, here's the thing. Finn Balor better than Jay White. That's a fact right there. Jay White sucks. He just is so bad. He relies too much on big-time spots in his matches that don't really deliver all that much. He is just a typical white guy wrestling. Oh, let me do a bunch of false finishes and big spots, and maybe people will care about my matches. No, fuck off. Dude sucks. So yeah, Jay White and Hangman Page put on one of the most boring U.S. title matches I've ever seen. The only hype thing about this match was when Hangman was doing a bunch of stupid fucking flips. And then Hangman did this one move, and New Japan went to replay, and so we missed the pinfall attempt that Hangman was doing, and everything like that. But yeah, no, this match was just bad. And then afterwards, Dave Finlay came out. Dave Finlay, the Fit Finlay's son, came out, beat up Jay White, and was all like, "Oh, you thought I was done with you, Jay? Oh, I am not done with you, Jay. In 1 month, I want to fight for your U.S. title." And even like diehard, no, you know what? I'm not even gonna say diehard. Even New Japan fans were like, "What the fuck is going on here?" They were sitting here saying to themselves, "Man, the fuck is this shit?" Like New Japan fans didn't even know what the fuck they were watching when they saw Jay White and freaking goddamn what's his face, Dave Finlay. Like they're like, "What the heck?" They're like, "This is some bullshit, man." Like this is what you're doing with the U.S. title. You had Kenny Omega be the first ever champion. Set the bar with that title. You had Kenny Omega lose and put over this fucking bozo. And now this fucking bozo is going to take on Dave Finlay. Oh, that's what I wanted for the U.S. title. Like honestly, man, I wish Naito would have just came out. And honestly, this would have been much better. You had Jay White be U.S. champion, right? He's like, "Oh, I don't know who I'm going to face. I want to face someone." And then Naito comes out. Naito looks at Jay White in his suit, disinterested, does a little tranquilo, destinos him, 1, 2, 3. Jay White is all confused. LIJ comes out and throws Jay White in a dumpster. And then afterwards, they grab Jay White's body in the dumpster. They throw the dumpster. And they throw the dumpster not in the trash because that's too good for Jay White. They throw it in the ocean. And then in the ocean, some orca whales come and they grab Jay White's body and they avoid it because they want to eat that piece of shit. But they don't even freaking free willy this shit. They grab Jay White and they freaking drag him to a portion of the continent where I'll never have to see this guy wrestle ever again. Fuck Jay White. Hate this guy so much. Why is he a thing? Why is Dave Finlay going for the U.S. title? Why? Why isn't Naito doing anything? At least Okada didn't even win tonight, man. What else do I have to look forward to on the Strong Style Evolve show? Wait a minute. Could it be? The Golden Lovers, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi taking on the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks debut as a heavyweights in the tag team scene in New Japan, taking on the Golden Lovers. But people told me Strong Style Evolve didn't matter. That Strong Style Evolve wasn't one of their big shows. Sounds like a big time match to me. And when it came down to it, Once I heard that this match got the 60-minute time limit, oh, you already knew Dave Meltzer gave this shit 5 stars. They didn't even have to wrestle. But I will say, the Golden Lovers and the Young Bucks, when it came to the match, it was a really good match, and I enjoyed watching it. I will say this, it's kind of awkward watching the Young Bucks try to tell a story. I just don't think they're wrestlers that really work well with that. If that makes any sense to you guys. Like, honestly, yes, their matches, I'm not a big fan of a lot of Young Buck matches because I feel like they're a little bit too spotty. But I feel like for certain matches, that works for them. But I did like the storytelling that they were trying to do with this match right here with Kenny Omega. And Omega has definitely improved in the aspect of storytelling. I think Omega within the last year has really improved with storytelling. I really do feel like he's improved with the storytelling. And when it came down to it, I feel like, you know, Kenny Omega did a great job at selling the fact that, you know, he's really torn about the whole Young Buck situation and stuff like that. I felt Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson did a good job at, like, you know, trying to hold back that they were mad at Kenny and everything like that. Like, I felt they, from the storytelling aspect, they did a really good job, especially Kenny Omega. I really do feel like Kenny Omega did a wonderful job storytelling in this match, which I feel like he's improved on throughout the last year. Definitely 100%. Because if you would have told me Kenny Omega has improved in one aspect, it would be storytelling. He's definitely learned how to slow himself down and tell a good story within a match. Ibushi has always been good at telling a story. Like, I've already knew that. But Kenny Omega and him being able to tell a story in this match, really good stuff. A really good main event. And a main event worth your time. Like, this was definitely a main event worth your time. Like, but once again, it depends on your style and depends on your flavor. Not everyone's going to like this. And if I were to show this to a casual fan, I feel like I would have to show them more. And what I mean by more is I would have to show them a lot more stuff than just the video packages that New Japan provided for us. I feel like I would have to show them a couple of Kenny Omega matches, a couple of Young Buck matches that kind of led up to this point. And so for me personally, watching this match and me kind of knowing the history, I liked it. I thought it was a good main event, and it was the right main event to go on the show. Personal favorite match of the night? No, not really. But it was still a good match and a good main event. And one that was, I don't know if you could say worth the wait, because this show was really fucking long. But I will say it was a good show, good showing at the end. I will say it finished strong. But overall, this was a good main event match. A lot of good frills in it. The One-Winged Angel did not get kicked out of, which was a good thing that New Japan saved that. Because when he hit the One-Winged Angel, I thought, oh shit, man, they're going to kick out of this. And then they broke out of it, which is pretty good. But yeah, no, it was a good matchup. And then you got the whole post-match stuff with the Bullet Club, with Cody attacking the Young Bucks, and then Kenny Omega making the save and stuff like that. And so yeah, it was a nice little dissension to Bullet Club. Obviously, the Bullet Club Civil War still doing their thing. You know, I'm kind of mixed on the whole Bullet Club Civil War storyline. That's just me personally. Tama Tonga is the real leader at heart. That's just me. But yeah, overall though, New Japan Pro Wrestling, strong style evolved from Long Beach, California, and Walter Walter Pyramid. It was a bad show still. They had a good main event and a really good tag match. With Chaos taking on Suzuki-gun. But other than that, it was just all right. There was just all right show, all right matches, and all right feeling. And to me personally, this show with the amount of production values, the terrible commentary, you know, and for it being 4 hours, man, this show did not need to be 4 hours, man. Like, honestly, like, you could have taken out, Taguchi Japan taking on Chaos. You could have taken out Killer Elite Squad taking on Chaos. Hell, you could have taken out LIJ taking on Taguchi Japan. Hell, you could have taken out Jay White and Hangman Page. I don't think people wanted to see that match in the first place. You could have taken out all those matches, man. And you could have provided a good, solid 2-hour show with some of the matches that felt like big deals or matches that felt pretty good. But really, to be honest here, this show was bad. And if someone tries to convince you that this show was good, that's just their prerogative. Look, if you like the show, that's your business. But to me personally, I'm not going to sit here, and if I'm going to rip WWE for putting on bad shows, I'm going to rip New Japan for doing the same shit. I ain't some two-faced person. I see a lot of people who I follow on Twitter, or people who tweet me, and they're people who have no problem hating on WWE. But then when it comes to New Japan, But when it comes to New Japan, they act like they can do no wrong. And that's fucked up, man. Like, how you going to go keep on hating on WWE for shit, but you can't hate on New Japan for something? Like, honestly, man, like, New Japan put on a bad show. You want to say this was a good show? Go right ahead. If you want to say New Japan did the right thing by trying to force their style of wrestling onto the fans here in the US, go right ahead. But for me personally, if I showed this to a casual fan trying to get into New Japan Pro Wrestling, you know what they would say to me? Nah, man, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need to see this shit. Because honestly, that's how they would feel. This show was alright. No, this show was bad. The main event was good. Chaos versus Suzuki-gun was awesome. But other than that, this show was bad. You want to think it's good? That's fine. But keep in mind, when I do reviews, my reviews are also for casual wrestling fans. And trying to get them into the product, man. And when you have a show with terrible production value, terrible commentating, just terrible promotion for a lot of the matches, and like a lot of matches not really having any significance, besides maybe one or two of them, that's not good. You need a lot of matches, but significance is a big deal too. Just because you're in New Japan, and keep in mind, people are going to be like, oh, well, Chase, this match has significance. No, here's the thing. The reason why New Japan do these shows in the States is trying to get people in the States to watch this show. Okay? We can't sit here and explain every fucking feud to every fucking fan and expect them to know what's going on. When someone turns it on Access TV, guess what? New Japan should give them a quick little rundown of what's going on, why this is happening, blah, blah, blah. There you go. You can't tell me that someone that turned on New Japan were sitting there and watching Taguchi Japan and Chaos were like, oh, I understand what's going on here. Juice Robinson and David. No, they didn't understand what the fuck was going on. So don't sit here and try to tell me that New Japan trying to tell you what's going on. And another thing too is this. I can't tell you how many people were like, oh, I can't find a stream for the show. Like, y'all telling me Access TV is not available? Like, seriously. I have Access TV. I'm surprised y'all don't get Access TV. Like, that's just weird to me. Oh, so many people, I can't find a stream to the show, man. And stuff like that. It was free on Access TV. So, yeah, when it comes down to it, man, New Japan Pro Wrestling, they need to tighten up a lot of things. But overall, it was an okay it was a bad show. I don't know why I keep saying okay. I keep saying okay for a bunch of random crap. Because I'm still sick, too. But, yeah, when it comes down to it, it was a bad show. It is what it is, as our UFC Featherweight Champion Max Holloway would say. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, New Japan Pro Wrestling, anything related, we'll do a quick little Q&A, and then we will wrap up this stream so I can take my NyQuil and go to sleep. Because I'm sick like a dog. Oh, I should take off the Strong Style Evolved. Let's turn on the chat, live chat viewer. See if that works. Oh, yeah. So we took off that. I put on the live chat viewer, just so that way people know what questions are being asked. Keep the nice little Strong Style Evolved there just for the... Yeah. It had to be 4 hours. They were trying to build an audience in the U.S. Raheem, do you think a lot of Americans have a patience for a 4-hour wrestling show of something they don't know about? No. This show could have been 2 hours. How is 4 hours? How is 4 hours helping people, audience in the U.S. audience members want to stay retained to a wrestling show? They can barely sit through 3 hours of Raw. What makes them want to sit through 4 hours of a wrestling show they know nothing about? What is the level of your hatred towards Jay White affinity? Like it's huge. Like, you know it's bad when I don't want him to get eaten by orca whales. Like, I don't feel orca whales need to put that trash in their body. Like, they should take him to a southern continent where I don't have to see this guy wrestle ever again. No, I hate Jay White. I think he's trash, man. He's the epitome. Whenever I see New Japan fans say Jay White's good, I go, and you try to tell me not to support mediocre crap. like seriously, man. Anytime you see a New Japan fan say I want you all to do me a favor. I don't care who it is on Twitter. I don't care who it is on Twitter, man. I don't care who it is on Twitter. Y'all need to send me, if you guys see any New Japan fans saying Jay White's good, at me on Twitter. Be like, at Chase68, can you believe this fool? And then I'll rip that guy to shreds. Welcome back, Degenerate Sharon Gone. Why does Cody get X-Pac heat? Well, Cody get X-Pac heat because he's ruining the Bullet Club. So, yeah. What kind of heat X-Pac get? Get the fuck off my TV heat. That's what X-Pac got. Have you heard the rumors that WWE is struggling with WrestleMania main event? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's why I made like, what, 3 videos about what's the main event WrestleMania, so I wouldn't be surprised. Just about every match had an American wrestler that was internationally known. This is a niche. Okay, Raheem, you're trying to tell me that they fuck, like a lot of wrestling fans knew who the fuck Juice Robinson was. Juice, no. I'm sorry, not a lot of wrestling fans remember who Lance Archer or Davey Boy Smith Jr. were. No, dude, you're stretching so hard there, dude. You know what, Raheem? Go down the street, show someone this card. Please try to tell me if they knew who the fuck Juice Robinson was. Get out, man. No. I'll be honest, as a New Japan Pro Wrestling casual, if I didn't watch a bunch of IWC/YNC members, and for Twitter, I have no idea that it's what's going on in New Japan. That's true. So some people should help us out. Jay White is good. Good joke. Ray versus Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom 13. No. I'm sorry, Steven. I think Ray versus Ospreay. I think Ospreay should defend his title. It's a niche. New Japan's trying to expand. How they can't stay as a niche product. Like it. So are they trying to expand, or are they trying to be a niche product? It's not a niche product anymore. They're trying to expand. They're trying to be a global thing. You can't call it a niche product, man. You know what, Mr. TNA 2005, I appreciate your opinion, and I do agree Naito is underrated, but you're wrong about Okada not being champion, okay? Okada and Bushiroad sell those trading cards just fine, alright? That's Mr. Okada to you. So, yeah. Will you watch Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground this week? I watch it, but I don't know if I'm going to review it. Like, I'll watch it, though. Like, it looks interesting for what I've seen on it. Like, the card and everything. But, yeah, I'll watch it. People think I don't watch TNA. I watch it. I just don't fucking review or talk about it. I avoid spoilers for a reason, because I actually want to be surprised when watching it. Yeah, but I'll watch TNA. Like, everyone thinks I don't watch it. I just don't review it, man. TNA fans are, like, no offense to the TNA fans that are in here right now, but honestly, y'all are annoying when it comes to TNA reviews, because I can't say shit about that product without y'all jumping on to the conclusion of, like, that I hate it or something. Yeah, I can bash WWE as much as I want, man. And y'all are like, oh, yeah, go, bash WWE. I bash TNA. Chase, how dare you? TNA is great. It's like, shut up. No, I'm being dead honest when I say that, man. Like, I get so annoyed. That's why I don't review TNA. Because I feel like I can't say anything about that product without, like, super defensive and stuff like that. No, they're trying to become not a niche anymore, Raheem. That's the thing. They're trying to become global. They're no longer a niche, they're trying to become global, man. Is Kenny Omega overrated? I think K. White is... Oh, God. K. White. Omega's overrated to some extent, but Jay White's terrible. Yeah, Matt Hardy needs to delete Jay White. I agree with that. Even when Jay White can come into the Lake of Reincarnation and he'll still reincarnate as crap. Like, that's how bad he is. Not even the Lake of Reincarnation can reincarnate Jay White into something good. Hell, even if Matt Hardy deleted Jay White, man, Matt Hardy would have a hard time trying to delete that fool because he wouldn't know how to do it. It's Impact, TNA. It's the same shit. It's still the same moniker. It's still the same company. It's Impact, GFW. Chase, many TNA fans are not like you think they are. Many of us have no problems you bashing TNA because we also do it many times when they do the usual crap. I don't know why in your reviews. I don't do, no, dude, because in my reviews, every time when I say, oh, I hate when TNA goes with the old guard, or, oh, once again, Joe's X Division champ, or, oh, wow, Impact did this stupid move. Like, why they focus on fucking El Patron and stuff like that? They're making Aries look like a bad champion. They'll come up and make these fan fiction themes about, oh, this is where you're not paying attention. They're making El Patron the big deal, so that way when Aries takes him down, it makes Aries look like a big deal, and then El Patron will beat Aries for the title or something, and then I'll be like, oh, I was right. So they pretty much made Aries a stupid transitional champion, and then I'll get a bunch of dislikes. I don't deal with TNA stuff, Impact stuff, man. Jay White for W. Dude, you just King Spartan. You just want that company to die. In my video recommendation feed, I see a thumbnail with Chris Jericho and Chael Sonnen. My shit's all this Dragon Ball Super stuff, man. Because I've been watching some Mexican reactions of the last episode, man. Those Mexico fans, dude, they take Dragon Ball super seriously, man. Degenerate Sharingan. See, I like Degenerate Sharingan, man. I'm a Seth Rollins fan. He thinks Seth Rollins is overrated. I never call him out on it. It's his opinion. I'm not like, oh, how dare you think Seth Rollins is over... No, he can think Seth Rollins is overrated. That's fine. I don't really... Like, if he wants to give his reasoning, he can. That's fine. But I'm not going to make him change his mind. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man. Oh, Gunner. Oh, Gunner. Why do you have to remind me of that fool, dude? Yeah, man. Like, see, I don't try to force people to... Like, I like Seth Rollins. I don't try to force you to like Seth Rollins. Like, fucking Degenerate Sharingan, he can hate Seth Rollins. That's good with me, dude. Hate who you like who you like, and stuff like that. Yeah, no, Impact, man. Impact, it's just so weird, dude. Like, I don't know, the feeling of the show. Gunner in NXT? No, Gunner's not in NXT, is he? I don't even know. If he is, he's probably not doing shit. Roseberry's pretty good. Who's worse in the ring, Johnson or Jay White? Jay White's not even close. Like, you think Cena's worse than Jay White? Come on, man. Cena's like up here. Jay White's like down to my feet. Okay, you can't even see my feet. That's how low he is. Okay, Jay White's low on the totem pole. I don't think you understand how much I hate Jay White. Jay White could have the best chance at winning the lottery, and he'll still lose the lottery. You can give your reasons if you want to Degenerate Sharingan. Like, personally, if you don't like Seth Rollins, that's you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's you. But I'm fine with that. Bianca Belair can be the best woman in wrestling in 4 years if they'll find a character for your... Bianca Belair. Is that the girl with the Rapunzel hair in NXT? I can't remember, man. Is that... She has the Rapunzel hair, right? That girl creeps me out. Yeah, no, dude, they have like Streets of Mexico, man, and people are watching Dragon Ball Z, and they're like, they're going crazy and everything like that. Why do I hate Jay White? Man, he's a jobber. Like, all right, here's the thing. Sorry, I'm on Instagram real quick, man. Yeah, man, no, it's no problem, Degenerate, man. Like, people can like who they like, man. Because, like, you never forced me to hate Seth Rollins, man. And I never forced you to like Seth Rollins, man. So that's where respect comes in, man. Just enjoy if you enjoy I enjoy your comments, and I enjoy your opinion. And just like you enjoy my opinion and my content. So, yeah. Nah, man, I hate Jay White, man. First of all, he took on the Ace Tanahashi. And then there's all these New Japan fans that try to force bullcrap on me, man. It was just retarded, dude. Like, I'm sorry for using the R word. It's just dumb, man. Jay White has Triple H legs before the game transformation linguini. Oh, God. I already see Sharmell versus Jenna Maraska than see Jay White. Man, poor Jay White, dude. We ribbing Jay White too hard in this stream, man. Jay White one day is going to be it. I'm gonna like... No, I don't think Jay White gives a fuck what I say. Oh, fucking Jay White. Oh, yeah, man. I hate being sick. Dude, like, it's weird. It's so weird. I always tell people I don't get sick, man. Like, that's why I hate being sick. I'm one of those weird people. Like, do you guys know these people in real life? I know this is so random. But, like, do you know people in life that just don't get sick? Like, they're like people that never get sick. They always are, like, always healthy. And when they are sick, you can't tell that they're sick ever. That's me, man. I never get sick, dude. I just get weird diseases, man. Like, I have like ulcerative colitis, like, and stuff like that. I have some lung issues and everything like that. But man, dude, like I barely get sick. But when I get sick, man, I hate it, dude. Like y'all would think I'm a pansy, man. I treat like the common cold like it's pneumonia or something. And I'm being dead serious, man. Like, I feel like I can't do anything. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I hate being sick, man. I really do. Like I know some people do that. Like, when they're sick, like, man, I tell them, don't get me sick. I'm one of those flu shot people, man. Every time I hear the flu shot, I go, bam. What do I enjoy about New Japan? I like Okada. Okada is a really good wrestler. I like his New Japan title reign. I think Tanahashi is a really wonderful talent. I love the never open weight division. The hard-hitting atmosphere of that division is just so fun to watch. Guys like Ishii and Suzuki are always great talents to watch. I also really like some of the junior heavyweights. You know, guys like Kushida, Will Ospreay, Tomor. He's an LIJ. I always forget his name. Tomohirashi. God, I'm sorry. I'm fucking drawing a blank on his name. Was it Hiromu Takahashi? There we go. Hiromu Takahashi and stuff like that. The lightweight division is always fun to watch. I always enjoy the best of the Super Junior tournament when that comes on. Let's see. What else do I kind of really enjoy of New Japan? I do like when some wrestlers that didn't do well in the States go to New Japan and they find niches for themselves over there. I like it's cool seeing the Juice Robinson do well on it, but yeah. Yeah, Hiromu Takahashi. Yeah, that's another guy I like. Like I like New Japan. People just don't realize that this show. Here's the thing: this show, Strong Style Evolved, was the whole point of it was trying to get people who don't watch New Japan on a regular basis to watch New Japan and get people into the product. I don't feel like it did a good job at getting people into the product. Like I felt it did a good job at people who already like New Japan, still like New Japan, but it didn't help new people get into this product. That's just me personally. Oh yeah, Seth Rollins is one of the worst promos. No, I'm just saying she freaks me out with that long hair, Mr. TNA. Like, I've seen her wrestle a couple times, man. Her and who else? There's another girl in NXT people saying is really good, man. Yeah, man. Tanahashi on broken legs was trying to get Jay White to wrestle a 5-star classic. And Jay White couldn't do it, man. No, Jay White would kill Impact Wrestling. That would be the first time Impact Wrestling actually does bad. What do you think about your Chargers free agency and who do you want in the draft? Chargers are just being quiet in free agency. I'm glad we got Pouncey. That's a good upgrade right there. So now Lamp and Feeney can play the guard position because Feeney was just trash as a guard, as a center for us. But finally, we sure up that center position. I don't know what the status of Trey Boston is. I'm glad we got Casey Hayward on a cheap deal. In the draft, I just want a D tackle or a linebacker. I'll take a Roquan Smith. I'm glad that he's getting these red flags for injuries. I think he's a stud, and I feel like him falling into the draft to us would be great. Vita Vea, even though he kind of reminds me of some of those big prospects that you always hear about, like a Danny Shelton. He reminds me of Danny Shelton too much, so I don't know if he will transition well for us, but a Vita Vea would be nice. The Alabama defensive tackle, I'm drawing a blank on his fucking name, but he's really good. I should notice I'm an Alabama fan, but like I said, I'm sick, so I can't always remember shit off the top of my head. But what's his name? Rashawn Payne, Daron Payne, him. G1, yeah, G1. I'm always hit or miss on G1. Honestly, Ryan, that like I prefer best of the Super Juniors, then G1, then the tag title tournament. But I'm always best of the Super Juniors, man. You always get some crazy shit coming out best of the Super Juniors. Who is my favorite wrestler of all time? Triple H. I feel like that's obvious. TNA was always a battle royal title division, yeah. Their strongest X division and tag division until 2007 when the Knockouts came to me, and Bad Time, they can have a future great tag team division. TNA, one thing they always have is always a good tag division. The X division will always deliver. Like, I would say this, every time when someone watches a TNA match, or a TNA pay-per-view after I've been watching a while, they always say, like, hey, at least the X Division's still doing shit. Like, that's the one thing, man. X Division matches, man, they're always good. Like, they always deliver. You know, like, I can tell you, man, Bound for Glory last year, that opening X Division, like, what, it was like a 6-pack challenge or some shit? That shit was fun. Yeah, I know, the Cleveland Browns, man, I don't know what they're going to do, man. Because, like, now they're probably going to go with that #1 pick. With quarterback. I had a dream that they traded the #1 pick, man. You act Dr. Seuss when you're sick. Delon Payne. You sound like JR on commentary. Get some sleep, yeah. Daron Payne. I'm trying to remember that Alabama's defensive tackle, man. Daron Payne, I think his name is. The LAX and OB stuff, man. Like, I'm sorry. That was just LAX. That was like LAX, like, trying to carry. I hate OBE. I think they're so lame and boring to me, man. I think OBE just spells boring. Yeah, I know. I am like Jay on commentary. Who's the best TNA World Champion? Ooh, that's a good question. Are we counting NWA title reign to Degenerate Shotgun? I want to know if we count NWA as well, because then that makes the question harder. But we're just going straight TNA World title. I say, if you look at who was the best TNA World Champion, I would have to say that Bobby Roode was the best TNA World Champion, in my personal opinion. Roode's title reign actually got people interested in TNA. Like his first time, like his title reign where he went on for a year, where he was like the longest reigning TNA champion. Roode was just really good. That 6 Sides of Steel match with James Storm was really great. Really fun matchup and everything like that. Like, you know, I really enjoyed that match. And then also as well, you know, you had some great matches with Austin Aries, great matches with AJ Styles and everything like that. Like, he was just good. But if you add the NWA title to it, honestly, man, you can make the argument that Christian was probably the best TNA World Champion. You can make the argument that Sting at one point was. You can make an argument Jeff Jarrett was if you had the NWA title. But Roode, obviously number 1. Lashley would be like number 3 or number 4. AJ never really had good TNA World title reigns. Let's just be real here. Bully Ray would probably be the 2nd best champion. Like, in my personal opinion. Like, Bully Ray would be the 2nd best champion. With the Aces and Eights crap. That's the one thing, too. When TNA fans always shit on me, like, they forget, man, I supported the Aces and Eights. And 10-10-10. Hell, Jeff Hardy, man. Jeff Hardy as TNA champ was pretty good, too. Joe's reign was kind of near the end. Yeah, no, that was the one thing about TNA. I enjoyed a lot of their gimmick matches, man. Kurt Angle, I never liked any of Kurt Angle's title reigns, man. There were so many times where I was like, man, Angle should just drop the belt to someone, and then Angle keeps winning. Kairi Sane is just so adorable. I think it's too hard to say, like, how much I adore that woman. Like, she's so cute. Like, she just literally comes out. She thinks she's a fucking pirate. Like, how do you not like this woman? Like, how do you not sit there and say, oh, this woman's so cute? The pirate princess, oh, so cute. Mandy Rose, yeah. Mandy Wrestling, baby. Destination X 2011, that was a great show. What about 2012? 2012 was good. 2013 was good, too. Broadway Joe. Yeah, dude. Why not? If I get the chance, dude, I'll try. But I know she'll shut me down. But I'll try at least, you know. At least I'll ask her. No. Alexa Bliss. Mic skills, I will agree. Alexa Bliss is wonderful on the mic. She's really good. Oh, man, dude. Crack my neck and everything. It's good to see King Spartan back in the chat. He's one of my favorites. Hogan versus Sting. Oh, yeah. That match was epic, dude. That match was epic. I told people, too, Hogan versus Sting at Battle for Glory 2011. I remember I was one of the few advocates. I was like, dude, people are going to shit on this match, but that match is going to be match of the night. And so many people walked out that match loving it, man. Best WWE champion in the last 10, 15 years? Oh, fuck, that's so hard. Ooh, okay, so 10, 15 years. So 15 years, I go from 2003. Okay. Honestly, I would have to go with either 2003 Lesnar, Punk's 434-day title reign, or Cena's Unforgiven 06 title reign to No Mercy 07 title reign. Those would be my 3 best WWE champions in the last 10, 15 years. The reason why I say Lesnar from 03, even though I wasn't into the company at that point, Lesnar from 03 was still like, a lot of his title matches were intense. A lot of them you didn't know what was going to go on. He always had good matches with Kurt Angle. His feud with The Undertaker was pretty epic. So it was like pretty fun to watch those. Then we go from Cena from Unforgiven 06 to No Mercy 07. It's kind of like we were seeing like the changing of the guard. And at that time too, it was rare to always see it, like, because we were used to, like, you know, champions, like, the longest that they held the belt was like 6 to 9 months. Like, it was rare to see Cena hold that belt for longer than 9 months. And yeah, you know, like, they ruined like Umaga and everything like that. They could have done a better job with Umaga. But, you know, they did a good job with Cena. Like, you know, he beat Umaga, you know, beat Triple H, Shawn Michaels, beat Great Khali, you know, did that five-man challenge and 5-pack challenge and stuff like that. History with Orton started there. So you can say that one. And even the Punk reign, you know, you know, yeah, I didn't main event a lot of shows, but, you know, got a good match with Daniel Bryan in there. So yeah, those ones I would say would be it, man. Will Christopher Daniels ever be in the WWE? I don't know if as a talent, maybe as a coach or an agent, like Steven said in the chat, but maybe like a coach in NXT. I'll see that, but I don't know as a talent. I think it's just, his age is just way too up there. I don't think there's like any demand for him. What would you rather watch? WrestleMania 34 straight through 2 times, all of Jay White's matches? Oh, and Triple H can't make sons. Fuck you. WrestleMania 34 straight through 2 times. Like, I don't even think there's enough Jay White matches to sit through. Kane's second world title reign. Why does WWE have so many ugly women? Their most beautiful ones are not top 10 in wrestling right now. I don't know, man. They just like getting these alien-looking, alien men-looking wrestlers and stuff like that. They just, because they don't focus on hot women anymore that can wrestle. They just focus on women that can wrestle. Kane's second world title run. Which one? Where he was like holding the belt. He like beat Rey Mysterio for that shit. Man, that was the world heavyweight title. Nah, we all know Triple H has that belt locked on like the best world heavyweight champion. Alexa Bliss is the hottest. Am I tired of Alexa Bliss's title run? What do you think, Kesha? Yeah, I am. Do I think it will end? I don't know. I hope Nia wins. I like Nia Jax, but I don't. Vince is not very keen on giving bigger women titles. You know, like that should be the match where, like, you know, Nia squashes her. But I think Vince is going to have it where Nia ends up losing. So. Yeah, so I'm tired a little bit of Alexa Bliss's title run. I always find it crazy, man, that I got 17 people watching. It's like the most random time zones on planet Earth, man. Like, I know there's other live streams going on. They have like 4,000 people. But, man, me talking about wrestling is so weird. It's like 17 people. Is it fucked up, or does Tamina look like Samoa Joe's little half-sister? Not fucked up. They are Samoan. They could be related, because every Samoan somehow is related. Some way, somehow. So it wouldn't be surprising. Well, I said, like, I don't know why they're giving the title to Alexa Bliss so back. Who I think is the hottest women wrestler? Probably Mandy Rose. Not even close. So I'll go with Mandy Rose. That's who I think the hottest women wrestler is. Mandy Wrestling, my girl. I watched Bobby Roode for 13 years. He was never boring. Then they put him to SmackDown, gave him back character, and took his personality away. In the past few months, they made even AJ Styles not interesting. That's what WWE sometimes does. That, especially baby faces, man. Would you rather see Hogan's sex tape on 24-hour loop or Jay White versus Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship? Oh, Jay White versus Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So that way Okada could bury that piece of shit. It won't even be a match. Jay White will look at Okada. Okada will just look at him and be like, and then Jay White will go for the clothesline. Okada will duck under him. And Okada will go for behind. And then Okada will look at the Rainmaker. But then Okada's like, nah, man. The Rainmaker even too good for you. Just roll up Jay White. 1, 2, 3. Jay White loses, man. Am I going to watch Raw? Kesha. Yeah, I'm going to watch Raw. Will I do a live review? I don't know. Will I do a film review? I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, I know, right? Mandy Rose is awesome. Man, King Spartan, stop hating, dude. Mandy Rose is hot. You can't be hating on that guy. Do I think Sasha Banks looks like a gazelle? I never thought about a gazelle. Oh, dude, that's funny, man. I never thought of it like that. Sasha as a gazelle. I've heard alien. Never thought of a gazelle, man. Now I'm just picturing like Sasha Banks as a gazelle, like. Oh, thanks, DJ. Now I'm gonna call her the gazelle and shit like that, man. Did you all hear about Bailey's boyfriend? Bailey's boyfriend all pissed that fans chanting that the announcer called her Bailey's fiance and shit like that, and then Rebby Hardy shot that fool down. Do you think Undertaker will be on Raw? Yes, Kesha. I think he'll be on Raw either this week or next week. So yeah. Thoughts on Canilla's suspension? Well, Steven, this is what happens, man, when Triple G tries to, you know, be a cheater and tries to put illegal substance in your meat. Because we all know, Steven, Triple G is just afraid of that beatdown. So let's just be real here. I'm way too late, but did you put on the jobber jacket while talking about your boy, Switchblade Jay White? JC 1986. Jay White, not even good for the jobber jacket. That's how bad that dude is. Jobber jacket is saved for anytime I ran about Finn Balor doing something stupid, or anytime WWE or New Japan or any wrestling promotion does something jobberish. Jay White, not even good enough for me to dust out the jobber jacket, pop the collar, and even say Yahoo. That's how bad Jay White is. Hanya the Huntress is the hottest women's wrestler. I'm going to have to check her out then. WrestleMania 35 main event. Triple H versus Jeff Jarrett with 1 hour promo build-ups every week on Raw for a month for each being about themselves. Oh, that'd be great. How many years will Okada be champion? 2. Why not? It'll be 2 years now, huh? 1 year. 2 to 3 years. Why not? I see no problem with that. 4 years would be great. Yeah, so I don't know how. Like, honestly, I feel like Okada will probably lose it to. I don't know who they would have Okada lose to, honestly. Were you more excited for Raw or SmackDown this week? Honestly, I would have to say, honestly, SmackDown. I go with SmackDown. PS Power. I don't even know who PS Power is. He said that Sasha Banks looks like a gazelle. That shit hilarious, man. Shout out to him. Oh man, you guys are gonna be mad. Okada can't be champ forever. Well, Shadow Badass, in a perfect world, he would be. Is Daniel Bryan parade still going on? Yeah, man. The Daniel Bryan parade, that shit hasn't ended, man. They're still yesing all the way from Arizona. Now they're gonna take over New Orleans, dude. Everyone's gonna be pissed off when he in the 2019 Royal Rumble. Oh, Daniel Bryan did not win the Rumble. He's the main event of WrestleMania. Yes, 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 yes. Oh man, dude, Daniel Bryan fans. How funny will it be for Matt Hardy to come on with the taxi and saying the promo, "Thanks, Uber driver Sammy." Hey, Sami Zayn's my boy right now, so I can't do that. Sasha Banks or Alexa Bliss? Who looks better, Chase? Alexa Bliss right now. Sasha Banks should outsource it to the Animal Planet channel. Oh man, you also mean to Sasha. Had a dream, Can you imagine she plays that song? She's like playing that song. Had a dream, had it made it. Not the down to damn it. She's like fucking running as a gazelle. Fucking gazelle. Oh, fucking Sasha Banks, dude. Poor Sasha, man. She used to be like the untouchable woman wrestler. Everyone liked her and stuff, and then she just started like, honestly, this is what happens when you treat fans like shit. Like let this be a lesson, man. Don't let shit get to your head, man. Because like when Sasha started treating fans like shit and started acting like she was better than them and stuff like that. That's when like fans started turning on Sasha, man. When she started like acting like no one could hate her and stuff like that, man. You can't be treating the fans like shit. Like, I don't care. Yes, it's annoying that they're at the airports and stuff like that. But seriously, you can't be all acting like, oh, like you wouldn't have done that if you were a hardcore fan or anything like that, you know? Yo, Chase, SmackDown got Asuka versus Flair and Styles versus Shinsuke. What do Raw have? Cringe Ronda, Rehab Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and God. That's what Raw has. Fuck Jay White. I would do the title change next Sunday with JC, why would you say blasphemy? Oh, Zack Sabre Jr. dethroning Okada. No. Jay White, Finn Balor, Cara Berry, and Dolph Ziggler should have a faction. What would you call it? Y'all suck. Especially Jay White. No, this faction would be called We Suck. Like, and they'll just come out saying we suck. The only thing she dreams for is a hairline. Yeah, no, she needs Rogaine, dude. She needs to hit up LeBron James' sponsors, man. Oh, yeah, I think Sabre Jr. versus Okada is going to be a good match. I just joke around with the whole, like, I don't want Sabre Jr. to win because I'm Okada mark, obviously. But no, yeah, I think it's going to be a really good match between those two. They built up Sabre Jr., they built up Sabre Jr. fucking well, man. Like, the dude's been tapping out every top guy in New Japan. You know, they've made him into some killer. You know, they made him into a legit killer. And I remember telling people, man, it's funny, too. I think the General Sharingan can back me up on this. Remember when I said in one of my New Japan streams, I said, oh, they should start building up Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know why they ain't doing this shit. And I got shit from that by New Japan fans and stuff. And I said, dude, no, like, that's a guy you should be building up. And now look what they're doing. They're building up Sabre Jr. And, oh, people are now caring about it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Oh, guess who was right there? Take that. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, no, man. Zack Sabre Jr., man, versus Okada. It's going to be a good matchup. I'm really excited for it. But, no, man, Rainmaker for the win. Y'all need to stop complaining about Okada. Y'all need to stop complaining, saying, oh, just tap out. No. The only thing that he needs to do is taste the water and have a Rainmaker. Oh, dude, Tito coming out? Oh, that would be... Tito winning the G1 would be the greatest thing ever, man. Man, why y'all want Okada to lose, man? Can't you all appreciate greatness for once, man? We have a great champion and a great wrestler, man. Oh, my... Y'all are just speaking blasphemy right now. Oh, Okada tap out. Oh, man, Zack Sabre Jr. No. It's called the Rainmaker, okay? Fuck. Y'all just haters, dude. Like, seriously, like, Zack Sabre Jr., can he sell Vanguard trading cards? Can he sell Future Card Buddy Fight trading cards? No. Now, Mr. Okada, that dude does. Do I think Kevin Owens will go to Raw? No, that's a possibility. I think Kevin Owens and my boy Sami Zayn could. Zack Sabre Jr. is the best pure wrestler in New Japan. The best wrestler in New Japan is Okada, okay? Yeah, no, right, Degenerate Sharingan. I was saying, oh, why don't they build up Zack Sabre Jr. to base Okada? And everyone's like, oh, no, Kenny Omega. Like, they called me a fucking idiot. And I was just like, oh, look who I'm right now. Zack Sabre Jr. has a character in New Japan. It's just they don't promote it that well. But yeah, I know he has a character. He's just a straight killer right now. That's his character. Suzuki has made Zack Sabre Jr. to a killer. Oh, no, it's fun, JC. It's fun. You know, you can like inferior factions to Chaos. Okay? It's cool, dude. Hey, guys. Where's my WWE mic at? I need that every time I do my... Hey, guys. I'll get you. Fucking Ronda. Oh, I can't wait to do Raw. If Omega and Naito couldn't beat Okada having multiple attempts, no one is beating them for a while. Yeah, exactly. You ought to take your Zack Sabre Jr. and shove it. Rainmaker! Oh, what does Sasha Banks say about her fans? Well, here's the thing, Kesha. Sasha Banks pretty much, sorry about this. Sasha Banks pretty much went on to a bunch of radio shows and pretty much just talked about how she hated how the fans stalked her at airports and everything like that, and fans need to learn their personal space, and that fans need to appreciate what they do and stuff like that, and need to leave her alone, and that blah blah blah. When Sasha, from all reports I've heard, is like she used to be a chill person. Now all of a sudden, when she started becoming a big star, she started hating on what the fans used to do at airports and stuff. When very well that she probably knows that Bailey, who was her best friend, probably do the same shit that they did, or, you know, everything like that. So that's why she started hating on the fans, so the fans started hating on her. Well, yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. is better than Bryan when it comes to technical spots, but overall, Bryan, I think, is a better wrestler. Yeah, I know. Where Tanahashi buried Okada. That's my favorite promo ever. Like, everyone thinks I joke about that. No, I literally love that promo. Okada, Chuanagato, and anything. He's he ain't ready to be the ace, bitch. Yeah, no, he's definitely a spot technician. That's a great phrase to put it. Like, he knows how to do good spot. Hey, I like Zack Sabre Jr. He's a good wrestler, guys. But when it comes down to it, the Rainmaker. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say Rainmaker for y'all to finally be convinced Okada's winning. Like, I'm just saying, can Zack Sabre Jr. sell Vanguard trading cards? I mean, Vanguard is having a reboot. Bushy Rhodes Focus is selling those card fight Vanguard cards. Who's going to sell those cards? You can't have Zack Sabre Jr.'s goofy ass showing those cards. But now Okada, now the Mr. Okada, that's a real champ. Like, my dog, straight up, my dog loves Okada. Like, every time Okada's wrestling, my dog Bruno will come into the room and watch Okada and stuff like that. What is the best build match at WrestleMania? Either Reigns or Lesnar or Cringe Ronda's match. Those would probably be the two best matches at built WrestleMania matches right now. Do you feel Sasha has that wrestling bitch face when she was at the airport when she it's not called a wrestling bitch face, it's called the resting bitch face, but it's funnier when you put that wrestling bitch face. And yes, I just think she just has that natural bitch face. I would take Okada, but Naito would be a close second. Sasha and Bayley's story is the worst stuff possible. I like it, because I feel Bayley's finally telling Sasha to shut the fuck up. So yeah, I like it. It's actually doing something with Mrs. Bayley that I didn't feel like they would ever do, so yeah. Hashtag fuck Sasha Banks. Yeah, I guess that's the thing now. Alright guys, it's been long enough. I've been on here for an hour and a half now. Thank you all very much for tuning in to the live stream and asking your questions. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, give the video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOver68. Remember guys, just like our Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. And make sure you guys pop your collars. Have yourself a wonderful night. Maybe I'll see you on Monday. Maybe I don't. Fuck Jay White. He can switchblade his way out of the company. Oh yeah. Yo!